What is going on, everyone? This is my week 1 post-game of the preseason news video. I'll be going through some cuts. As you can see, I need to release 3 players. I will also be going through the free agency, see who's available, who might help this team out after a horrible first game as we lost to the Minnesota Vikings 35-0. Our offense just looked horrendous. We couldn't get anything going. And defense was just non-existent. We couldn't stop the run. We gave up too many passes that really shouldn't have been made. Simple things that could have been stopped. Simple curl routes, slants. We didn't get beat deep, I don't believe. But still, those short passes lead into longer drives and scoring. As you can see, 35-0. That's a pretty big blowout. So let's start with our cuts. Gotta cut 3 players. And I think my first cut will be Colin Clay. He opened up the game as my kick returner, and he was in perfect position to, bring the ball out to at least the 20-yard line. He got the ball at the 2-yard line, and he stepped out of bounds at the 5. Showed horrible field awareness, and he really didn't contribute anything in the passing game when he was on the field. And so I will be releasing him. It's released 2 more players. I have a bunch of receivers, but I will probably keep all of them. I mean, none of them really looked all that good besides Vincent Jackson, who made that 1 reception. Rennell Hall, Heron, and Kenny Bell. Kenny Bell looked good returning kicks. He did drop an open pass, which was disappointing, but he has potential as a kick returner, which might keep him on this team. So we'll give him a few more games to see how he does. And I do need receiver depth. Rennell Hall's a rookie. Pretty nice size, 6'1", 200 pounds. I want to give him a few more chances as well. Our whole offense in general is terrible, so that I don't really want to blame them for the mistakes. My second cut will be one of my fullbacks. I have 3. No reason to have 3. Only 2 of them played. And honestly, I'm looking for an upgrade at fullback. I don't plan on keeping maybe any of these guys. I'm not sure. I got to take a look at the free agent market before I determine if I want to keep one or sign someone else and let them be my fullback for the season. So right now, I will be cutting Cameron Brate. And then we go through this roster. I have 6 tight ends on the roster. Might be cutting one of them. We take another look. What else? Offensive line, I'm not even going to bother looking at. Depth there is terrible, especially after Josh Allen's injury, which I will get into. Defensive line. I didn't really see much from all my defensive tackles. So I'm going to keep them. They're going to be safe for now. I want to keep at least 4. So I want to see how everyone performs beyond Gerald McCoy. Linebackers are pretty set. I mean, I don't really have an abundance. Cornerback, I got a bunch. Alterron Werner is the starter. Jonathan Banks is only going into his 3rd year. He's not getting cut. Sterling Moore, not going anywhere. I mean, he's a pretty decent cornerback. Mike Jenkins, the veteran, the old guy. He's not bad. I wouldn't put his position in jeopardy right now. I have to see more. He didn't really give up much. He did make some tackles for me. Leonard Johnson had that nice pick in the end zone. Isaiah Frey, Brandon Dixon, and C.J. Wilson. See what they have here. Seems like Dixon is the best man cover guy, but his play recognition is pretty bad. Nice speed. Not bad, 91. I definitely want to see more of him. He was drafted by the Jets and then released, so I wanna see more of him this offseason. Hopefully he plays a little bit more in the next game. I got 2 punters, Spencer Laning and Michael Conan. Seems like Spencer has more power and accuracy over Conan, but for some reason Conan is starting. But I'll gonna cut my ties with Conan. He's a little older. Spencer's a lot younger. Has a stronger leg, more accurate. I think that it's a pretty easy decision and gives me more time to work with the other players who I didn't really get to see much of. So I cut my players. Let's take a look at the free agent market. Now, right now, fullback is definitely something I want to take a look at. Maybe some receivers. I'm not entirely sure. I might wait another game to determine if I want to sign a receiver. Offensive line is a definite need, so take a look at that as well right after fullback. So right now, my best run blocking fullback is Will Taufo. I don't know how to pronounce that. Some crazy names in this game, and in the NFL, I should say. But he also has 70 pass blocking. I don't really use fullbacks to pass block. I mean, if they're in the game, they're mostly going to be run blocking. Mike Cox has 81 run blocking, 86 impact, and 85 strength. That's pretty good. And you know what? I like what I see. His carrying is pretty bad, but I'm not really going to hand it off to him much. Catching could be better. Injuries a little low. I don't think it's going to let me sign him. I might have to release one more player. Let me see. Yeah, okay, so let's quickly do that. And you know what? I think it might be a tight end. I have 6. There's no way I'm going to see all these guys play. I mean, I could, but right now, I'm really focused on seeing Austin. He's my main tight end that I want to see this offseason. See if he can, or I should say preseason, sorry. And see if he can show some potential. He did drop a pass that he did get hit on the play, but I think he really should have held on to it. Luke Stalker and Brandon Myers are both, reliable targets. Tim Wright is not too bad. Young player as well. Andrew DePaula and Evan Rodriguez, I did not see anything of. I think Paula did make a play. He might have had a reception. Not too sure. But, I might go with Rodriguez. I saw nothing of him. And to get some playing time behind these 3 guys, Myers, Austin, and Stalker, it's going to be difficult. And Tim Wright as well. I would like to see him in the offense a little more, as he has some pretty good potential. He's not the slowest tight end. He's got decent speed. His catching's not all that bad. I believe 83. That's like the best in the group. Luke Stalker has the worst catching. But yeah, he makes up for it with his run blocking, which is something I would also like. So Evan Rodriguez will be released. And Mike Cox, a 30-year-old, welcome to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Signed to a 1-year deal. Let's take a quick look at these offensive linemen. Jake Long, he's available. 30 years old. He is very injury prone though, which is an issue. So I might avoid him. And I don't really need a left tackle. I have a young left tackle that I would like to have starting, sometime during the season. Left guard, Evan Mathis. 33 years old. Very reliable, very good at run blocking and pass blocking. And he doesn't really get injured. So I will definitely look for him. Carl Nix, the former Buccaneer. Not really many other options. Dan Connolly. I would like to sign Evan Mathis. I think bringing him on a 1-year deal would be pretty ideal for these Buccaneers. Center, we have Chris Myers, Brian De La Punte, Dominique Raiola, Jonathan Goodwin, Roberto Garza, sorry. So we got some decent options at center. I don't think I'll be signing one though. I got to see how my other two centers play and how they match up. Right guard, not many options. We got Waneri, Davin Joseph, Mike Bristol, Gabe Carmini, only 27 years old, pretty young. Decent. I mean, he's not. He had some issues in Chicago. Wasn't all that good, but 85 run blocking, that's pretty nice. Right tackle, David Stewart, Evan Britton, Paul Kornick. I don't think I'll be getting a right tackle. None of those guys really impress me. So I think I will. Think I might go with Evan Mathis. He definitely helps, and right now the left guard of the future, or at least I hope, would be Ali Marpet. Our 2nd round pick. I would like him to be the starter at least next season. This year, he's still learning, he's still young, he's got to improve. So I think I'll bring in Evan Mathis. So then I need to cut one more player. Do have an abundance of running backs. And actually, let me check on Josh Allen's injury really quick. Forgot to do that. He has a shoulder tear, will be out for 4 weeks. So he will be back. But do I need him back? Let me quickly take a look at our centers. So we got Evan Smith, Garrett Gickley, and Josh Allen. Seems like, Allen is better than Kuechly in terms of pass blocking and run blocking. Well, run blocking. Pass blocking is 1 point less. Impact blocking kind of sucks. Evan Smith is the starter. Right now, Josh Allen isn't a factor for this preseason. And I can't release Garrett Kuechly right now because I need the depth. I need him to take those backup snaps in the second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. So he is safe for now. Left guard, we have Logan Mankins and Kadeem Edwards. Kadeem Edwards' impact blocking is very low. Run blocking, pass blocking, not too bad. Could be better. I mean, he's only got 1 year of experience. Let's keep him for depth. Let's see what we have. Linebacker, corner. I might cut ties with the corner. I mean, my starting two are pretty much a lock. Sterling Moore, he'll most likely be on the roster, but I wouldn't guarantee his spot. If I see him getting beat after beat after beat on plays, I definitely won't be keeping him around. Mike Jenkins, Leonard Johnson, Isaiah Frey, Brandon Dixon, C.J. Wilson. Isaiah Frey. He has the best zone coverage out of these last three guys, which I kind of like in the bottom, like last 2 or 3 of my cornerback depth chart. I prefer guys who can cover in the zones, because for the most part, when I come out in a dime formation, it might be a zone defense I'll be playing. So C.J. Wilson, really, he's going to have a tough time getting some playing time and trying to show me things, because I want to see what Brandon Dixon can do, like I said. Leonard Johnson had that interception, so I definitely want to see more of him. Isaiah Frey might have some potential as a zone corner. So C.J. Wilson, let's release him. Let's welcome Logan Mankins. Or, I'm sorry. Evan Mathis, welcome to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And let's advance the week. And stay tuned for next preseason game against the Cincinnati Bengals. So thanks for watching.